All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Mike spot four. On deck,
the first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go. Deep rip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Get it. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Come on,
and it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Greystone, travel.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Wallace. A gain of 22.
To number 83. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Broncos.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Terrell Pryor, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a play fake here on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
General West.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now on second and 13. Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 52.
Jones from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jones heading up here first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Now Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Ready?
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Watch the pass. Big grip.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Look at, and he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 28.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Giants 14, Broncos 7.
Ready up. Go, go. Check. 80 weapons.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock, and that's complete. It's Green here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Pilot. 64. Reach. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Akers. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
56. Ready?
On 2nd down, Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
On the double.
21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Crunch time, defense.
2nd and 14. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Hey, zoom.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. he did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Giants on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14.
Tighten up, tighten up. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
He's coming. We got double up.
Get it.
From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run.
Shit.
61, Matchbox White.
Here's Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3 and out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Ready to break.
52's the money. Check 52's the money. Watch the pass.
Recon, hit it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
X3, 218, chopper. Ready?
Jones now, throwing on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, Slade. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, team 6.
Now this time, Locke will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that will be incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now it's Wright. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Leo!
Jones operating from the gun, and that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not.
There he goes, right side, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay in the final seconds of the first half as they have taken the lead. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At their own 46-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Set.
the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Go now. 60 or.
56. Here we go.
6-6. Pull it high.
Kill.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Smith.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Locke. And able to find Green. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56. Oh, you got deep? Out.
Big grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
56. In your face.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Locke. He's got Green. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Snap.
On 1st down, Locke. This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Barkley. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't see me in your nightmare.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKenzie, just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now, after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. It's McKenzie. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They run the counter. McKenzie. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. On 3rd down, it's McKenzie, and he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, pick your game up.
That's complete to Slayton. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Go on. Go out.
Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
I smell fear in that offense.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Go on, D.
Ready?
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll try the left side. McKenzie, he'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Isaiah McKenzie with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
17 yards and a Giant 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
30 base.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
You gonna get this boy?
Jones operating from the gun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Here I come. Slam.
Protein spill.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 20.
Look, squeeze.
Pick it up.
25.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop the throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Akers. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKenzie. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Got it.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd
Hey. 4 down.
Get it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go. 50, plant.
52 right here. 52. Hey, check.
Now.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
You see me out here? That's right.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Ready.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16 at the 33-yard line.
52. Tackles.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.